Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are doing a pattern review for New Look 6035. Yes, so this is my breast cancer awareness jacket that I did. I also recorded a tutorial for it, which will be up next week. I am in the middle of editing it for you. Now, before we get started, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this pattern review. All right, so the pattern that I am reviewing is New Look 6035. Now, I have done this before about 1.5 to 2 years ago, and this was requested by a few of my subscribers to go ahead and redo this pattern. Now, the reason why I revisit this pattern and recorded it is simply because about 1.5 years ago, I did not have the technology to edit and all that good stuff. So I wanted to break it down using the instructions step by step. So that's what I did in the tutorial, and you will see that tutorial posted next week. So let's go ahead and get right on into this pattern review. All right, so the pattern description is, it says it's a Mrs. 7 sizes in 1. It's a jacket. Duh. All right, so this is a jacket, and to me it looks like, I did view A, by the way, and all I did was color block. You will see how I did that in the tutorial that's coming next week. So yeah, so I did view A on the pattern. I followed along with A. I did not put pockets on it, which you do have the options to put pockets on the jacket. I didn't want to do that, so I left them off, period. So this is a jacket and I love it. So the sewing skills for the patterns. Now, I would say that the sewing skills for this pattern would be an intermediate sewist. I mean, you could be an intermediate beginner sewist, I should say. As long as you know how to do, interface your collar, attach collar, it's for intermediate. Now, because I'm walking you through the steps, it is for a beginner if you follow the steps that I have done in the tutorial. The pattern pieces you will need pattern piece number 1 through 9 on this pattern. So you will need the front, the side front, the back, the side back, the upper collar, under collar, the front facing, the back facing, the sleeves, and if you want to do view B on the pattern, you will need the sleeve facing and the pockets, which are pieces number 10 and 11 on the pattern. So basically you need pattern piece number 1 through 9 if you're doing view A, pieces number 1 through 11 if you're doing view B. The notions that you will need in order to construct this jacket, of course you will need a button, you would need some interfacing, and you would definitely need your thread, your coordinating thread. Those are all the notions that you will need in order to construct this jacket. All right, so pattern sizes. Now with New Look patterns, they come in 1 sizes, so 1 size. So on the envelope, it actually comes in sizes 14 through 16 on the pattern envelope. Now the size that I cut was a size 16. But however, because of the size 16, I did have to do some grading, which you will see in the tutorial how I did that. And I also show you in the tutorial how you can size up your pattern to fit your bust, your waist, and your hips, okay? So stay tuned for that, because I know that was one of the things that a lot of you wanted to know. How am I able to fit in New Look patterns, being the size that I am, because New Look is for more of the skinny girls. No shade towards the skinny girls. It's not for us curvy girls, that have some curves and some shapes, okay? But however, you can size up your pattern, and I tell you how to do so in that tutorial. All right, any modifications? Yes, yes, yes. All right, so the modification that I did was for the sleeves. I did color block my sleeves. So basically what I did is take the sleeve, and I'm gonna say this in the tutorial as well. I took the sleeve where the lengthening and the shortening line is. I cut one fabric right there. But I also added 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then I did that for the second fabric. I enlarged it by 5/8 of an inch seam allowance at the top. You'll see that in the tutorial, but yes, I did make a modification. The other modification that I did was for the facing, I used a different fabric instead of the same fabric. Also, I ran out of fabric. So the main fabric for this fabric right here only had 3 yards. So now the pattern states 2 7/8 is what you need. But I promise you, if you have to size up your pattern, you're going to need 3.5 yards of fabric. I didn't have enough, so I did the best that I could and color blocked it with a different fabric that was similar. And it turned out wonderful and perfect as well. Did it look like the drawing on the pattern envelope? Yes, it did. So yes, it did come out exactly like the pattern envelope outside of the color block sleeves and the Ankara print fabric that I used. Yes, it did come out exactly like the pattern envelope. Were the instructions easy to follow? So yes, the instructions were easy to follow for me. However, I do want to make a couple of notes that it is not clear in the instructions on how to make the dart. So I walk you through how to make the dart on the very front portion right here, right underneath this collar, there is a dart. So I walk you through that step on how to make the dart because the instructions is not clear. And because I have sewn this twice now, or maybe 3 times, I walk you through the steps of doing that to, put your mind at ease. So yes, but the instructions are easy to follow, and I did do it with the instructions, read the instructions to you, and then do it so you can understand what's going on in each instruction in the tutorial. The likes and dislikes. What do I like about this pattern? I love the fit of this blazer. There's nothing that I dislike about the pattern other than the dart may be fuzzy if you do not know how to do the dart. And this part right here could be fuzzy if you don't know how to do it, but the tutorial walks you through how to get a good clean finish right here on the collar area and on the facing. So that's not a problem whatsoever. So there is no dislikes about this pattern. It's all love, 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 love. I love this pattern, okay? All right, fabric used. The fabric used for this jacket is 100% Ankara print. I purchased this fabric, I want to say about 2.5 years ago, back in 2019 from Afrik Clothing Store. I'm pretty sure she does not have any more of this fabric, but of course you can always check with Afrik Clothing Store. She does have a website now instead of an Etsy shop. Just go to Afrik Clothing Store on IG and it will direct you to her shop. I believe it's africclothingstore.com. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description box below, and I'll also put it up on the screen right here. All right, would I sew this pattern again? Yes, I want to sew it in. I have a white fabric that I want to use. So I do plan on sewing this again and pairing it with some pants. I'm unsure of the pattern for the pants right now, but I do plan on sewing this again. Would I recommend this pattern to others? Yes, definitely. So I did see 2 more of these patterns in my local Joann's drawer. So they are still in the pattern drawer for a little while. So go to Joann's, pick up this pattern, new look 6035. All right, my pattern rating. My pattern rating for this pattern is, of course, a 5 out of 5. I love this pattern. It's so versatile. You can make this in any fabric, wear to the office, wear on vacation. You can wear it with jeans and a nice pretty shirt underneath. You can even wear it with jeans and a t-shirt and leave the jacket open and wear some tennis shoes. So I did pair it 3 different ways, but you can kind of say 2 different ways. So I did a work look, hanging out with your girls type look, and then I did a running errands look. So I did 3 looks for this pattern, and I love each one of them. So that's all for the pattern review, and I hope you liked the styling of this, and I'll go ahead and put in some photos. until next time, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, keep sewing.